theta. Okay, so this is how we will convert one trigonometric ratio into another trigonometric ratio. So these are the formula for converting one trigonometric ratio into another trigonometric ratio. Let me write these terms once again so that you can note it down. Okay, so we have lots of conversions, but major conversions first we'll do here. Converting one trigonometric ratio in another. Okay, this is the side heading. In this we are just converting one trigonometric ratio into another trigonometric ratio. First one, what we know? First one we have discussed, sin theta can be written as 1 by cosecant theta. Why? It is the reciprocal of sine, am I right? So similarly this cosecant can be written as reciprocal of sine. So cosecant theta is equals to 1 by sine theta. Next, coming to third one, cos is the reciprocal of secant, so it can be written as 1 by secant theta. So this secant again can be written in terms of cos as reciprocal, so secant theta can be written as 1 by cos theta. Okay, similarly coming to fifth one, coming to tan theta, tan can be written as 1 by cot theta. They both are reciprocal to each other. Similarly cot theta can be written as 1 by tan theta. Why? Cot tan, they both are reciprocal to each other. Now similarly if I convert tan in terms of sine and cos, I can write it as, okay, tan theta is equals to sine theta divided by cos theta. Why? Just now we have simplified it. Okay, we have just converted into ratios and we have equated left hand side with right hand side. Similarly reciprocal of tan is cot, so cot can also be written in a form of reciprocal of tan, that is cos theta divided by sine theta, reciprocal of tan. Similarly coming to ninth one, whether here I am converting tan in terms of secant and cosecant, so tan can be written as, okay, tan can be written as how? Secant theta divided by cosecant theta. Am I right? Yes or no? Yes, absolutely. Why? See here, 1 by sine. Just now we have discussed about this cos theta, secant 1 by sine theta. If I multiply, again it will become sine by cos. So like this we can convert. Okay. Similarly 10th one, cot, as we all know, cot is the reciprocal of tan. So whatever we are writing for tan, we'll just reciprocal it and we'll write to cot. So cot can be written as cosecant theta divided by secant theta. So this is how we will convert one trigonometric ratio into another trigonometric ratio. Hope you all understood. Okay, this is the conversion of one trigonometric ratio into another trigonometric ratio. Again we have different parts. Okay, again these things we have converted here. Can we convert sine in terms of cos? Yes, absolutely. Can we convert cos in terms of sine? Yes, absolutely. Each and every trigonometric ratio can be converted in terms of another trigonometric ratio, but little bit methods we are having. So based upon the ratios it can be converted like this. Okay, so based upon the angles and based upon the sides, again we will be converting these trigonometric ratios in form of other. Okay, so in our next class we will be doing some so on. Okay, so till here you just note down so that you will get it perfectly. Okay students, hope you all understood about this. What we are just doing here, we are just converting one trigonometric ratio in terms of another trigonometric ratio. Okay, hope you all understood. So let us do few examples so that we can understand it clearly. Okay, let me start. So up to here, for first exercise it's enough. Okay, in first exercise we are not converting this, but this conversion also I have told you, as it is based upon the It is based upon what? It is based upon the sides, that is ratios. So because of that reason I have told you. Okay, now coming to, let us start exercise. Start doing example problem. For exercise 1, you have only Pythagoras formula and the trigonometric ratios. Based upon that you have to take. Okay, let me start the example problem so that you can understand it very clearly. Hope you all understood. Okay, so as we have started trigonometry, that is chapter number 11. Okay students, so here we have example number 1. So before that we have some try this and do this here. Let us do that. As you all understood about the trigonometric ratios, so here we have do this. Page number is 278. Here we have page number 278. In page number 278. Okay, here we have do this. Students, do this, try this and think and discuss is very, very important. You have to do that every try this, do this and think and discuss. So what he said, find first one sin C, second one cos C, and third one we need to find tan C, students. Okay, first we need to find sin C, cos C and tan C in an adjacent triangle. So here we have triangle which is a right angled triangle. Okay, so here we have triangle. This is C, this is B and this is A. Here he had given 13 centimeters and here he had given 5 centimeters and acute angle is at C. Okay, if he had mentioned in like this here, it means acute angle is at C. If didn't mention, if he is not mentioning here, so you can come to here, you can come to the question sin C. So what C represents? Acute angle. Am I right or wrong? Always we are writing sin theta, the ratios in a form of thetas, isn't it? Sin theta. So what theta represents? It represents acute angle. Acute angle. So in the diagram, if we didn't give an acute angle, then seeing to the question you can take the acute angle. So here in the question we have acute angle at C. Okay, this C represents acute angle. This is the vertices. At here C vertex we are having acute angle. So here we have acute angle. Okay, so based upon that we have to take, okay, the sides. So here we need to find, here he had given in the question 2 sides, we need to find one side, one more side. Okay, how we can find that? By using Pythagoras formula. Okay, this is the acute angle. Here we have 90 degree. So coming to the sides, naming the sides exactly opposite to 90 degree, this is hypotenuse. Exactly opposite to this acute angle is opposite side, and exactly adjacent to this acute angle is adjacent side. Now by using what we have to find third side? By using Pythagoras formula. So what is the Pythagoras formula? Hypotenuse square is equals to adjacent square plus opposite square. Okay, so what is hypotenuse side here? 13. So 13 square is equals to, what do we have adjacent here? 5 square plus, do we know opposite side here? We don't know. So we are taking this as AB whole square. Okay, so 13 square we will be getting 160.